Well, that's not good. Well, they say to change your RV hot water heater anoid twice a year if you're a part-timer, or 4 times a year if you are a full-timer, depending on what kind of water you have. I'm going to show you the mistake that I made so I could share it with you and you can see what happens when you ignore your RV water heater. I was probably that close from losing it and spending hundreds of dollars having to replace my water heater. I want to go outside and show you guys how I do replace them. This is the way I do it. I'm not a professional, but I'm going to show you what went wrong. Come on, guys, let me show you. Want to make sure our gas is off. Let's make sure that the water is off. We also want to make sure that our water heater is off and our water heater gas is off. Okay, so we turned off the power, we turned off the gas, and we turned off the water. When we took it camping, we depressurized everything just by turning the spigots on. I got this water heater tank rinser off of Amazon. I think it cost me $11, and I'm going to use that to clean out the sediments on the bottom and around the tank. I'm using a 27 millimeter wrench to take this off. I know this is overkill, but this is all that I had to go ahead and drain this. Well, that's not good. You want to talk about a spent anoid? That's not good. Look at the difference. And that's just the rod. So I think it was time to change it. Matter of fact, probably a little late. I'm going to go ahead and open up this pressure relief valve so we have a good vacuum in it. Right now I'm trying to catch as much sediment as I possibly can to see what we got in there. As you can see, let me pour some of this out so you can see. We got a little bit of sediment in here, but that's from the anoid breaking down. There's nothing bad in that. Now that I got it all drained out, I'm going to take the rod, put it inside there, and I'm going to take this bottom and really try to push it down on the bottom part to try to get any junk that comes out. And as you can see, it's coming out dirty, so I'm going to keep on doing this till it comes out clean. I'm shoving it in and out to stir it up a lot because this hole right here is not all the way to the bottom, so you want to create enough flow for all that junk and stuff to come out. And as you can see, it's getting cleaner as I'm going. All right, it's coming out clean. Now I'm going to clean the threads out over here. I got a wire brush. Now that the threads are clean, that means the other one will go back on a lot nicer and cleaner. And I'm going to go ahead and rinse this out one more time. Well, we still have a little bit coming out. All right, now I'm going to put some Teflon tape around this. All right, now it's putting it back in. If I remember well, last time the weight of it wants to push down, so you want to be careful when you're threading it. Sometimes it can be a little bit tedious trying to put it back in, but once it starts threading good, you're good. There we go, it just caught. Okay, she's in there nice and tight. So the next thing to do is to turn the water back on and see if we have any leaks. Just turn the water back on. I did not turn the electricity or the gas back on. That way we can check for leaks and don't get yourself hurt in the same time. I'm going to open up the pressure relief valve at 6 gallons, so that way we know it's full. Okay. All right, I got myself a couple of rags. I'm just going to go around the fittings. And what I'm doing is I'm looking right below the screw here on the anoid where we replaced it, and I'm looking out here and here to make sure that the pressure relief valve or its fitting is not leaking, and the anoid where we just replaced is not leaking at all. As we all know, leaks don't get better. And dry as a bone. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around everywhere. I mean, it's really clean, but just take a look around to make sure you've got no bugs or ants or anything like that in here. I really hate that stuff. And mud daubers, especially here in Florida, they'll get into anything. So I want to make sure that that's all nice and clean. I mean, I'm not going to take this off where the gas goes in because it looks real clean to me. There's no signs of anything in there, and it worked perfectly when we last used it, which was a week ago. Look down into the flame pit here. Make sure we're all good, and everything looks good. I changed this anoid out a year and 2 months ago. Well, it looks like it should have been changed a lot sooner. This is what a new one looks like, and that's just the rod holding the anodes. There's just a little bit left, but not enough to do anything. Well, as you all saw, that's exactly what happens when you ignore your hot water heater anoid. I replaced mine 14 months ago, way too long. Now we know why they say if you are a part-time RVer, change it twice a year. If you are a full-time RVer, change it 4 times a year. I don't know how true that is or not. I'm not a professional in this, and I guess it would depend on what type of water you're using, hard water, soft water. But they're there for a purpose. They're there to save your hot water heater from falling apart. It's a sacrificial anoid. It attacks the anoid, not the hot water heater. So I hope we've all learned something here today. I know I have. And I would really appreciate it if you guys would give us a thumbs up. Think about supporting our channel by subscribing to us. And as usual, everybody, we'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.